So this is a video I've wanted to make for a while, and it's about what I have learned after meeting some very successful agency owners in the social media marketing space, but also just people running their own SMMAs and stuff like that. So for those of you that are new, my name is Boyan, and I make videos on entrepreneurship, SMMA, social media marketing agencies, whatever you want to call it, every single day, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. UK time. So if that sounds like you, make sure to subscribe down below and give this video a like. Anyways, let's get into it. So today I'm going to talk about 9 things that I've learned after speaking for many hours and jumping on a lot of calls with successful established agency owners. In no particular order, number 1, and it's that it's much harder than it looks. Now, on the outside, many YouTubers portray this lavish lifestyle because of their agencies and stuff like that. Building a successful SMMA is literally like any other business. You need time, you need dedication, you need a lot of learning, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and to some extent you even need some money to invest on courses, software, automation tools, etc. It is definitely much harder than it looks. It's definitely not something that you start today and then you get a client by the end of the month, and in 3 months you're going to scale to 6 figures. Of course, there are people that have done that, but the circumstances for every individual is completely different. So for example, I have been in the space for 5-6 months now. Wait, 4 months? I started my agency technically 5 months ago, but I started doing outreach and taking action realistically only this month. So it's just it depends on how quick you can optimize your mindset and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely don't get into this if you think it's a get rich quick scheme, because I promise you it's definitely not. It's really hard to build an agency, and yeah, it is like any other business. Number two, and it takes a couple of years, a year at least. The first years of any business is absolutely grueling. Like, the way I work right now is literally going full speed ahead for 5 to 9 hours a day. And when I say 5 to 9 hours a day, I don't mean, the typical 9 to 5. I mean 5 to 9 hours of solid focus productivity where I'm not distracted. I'm not looking on my phone. My phone time right now, my phone usage time for the week is on average about just under an hour. I think it bounces between 44 minutes to about the 58-minute mark. But yeah, so it's just the 5 to 9 hours of when I say I work 100%. And this doesn't include, the time I go gym, the time that I spend to read. I read for an hour a day as well now. So, and the time it takes me to do my routines, or when I eat, I don't count any breaks, stuff like that, where it's just the 5 to 9 hours is solid, efficient work, Monday through Saturday. Saturdays, I'm filming these videos and editing and uploading them for you guys. So yeah, it's just Saturdays are actually a really long day for me, but it's important to recharge as well, which is why I take Sundays off. So yeah, definitely it's going to take a couple years, because any business is going to take a while to build, and you need massive effort, and you need to overcome a lot of mental blocks in your head, but also you need to get over a lot of character flaws that you have, and just stuff of that nature, where it's just you need to overcome those before you have a successful business. So yeah, it takes a couple of years. First year is really hard. Anyways, number 3, I've learned that patience is key. So I used to be really harsh on myself if I was unproductive for a day, or I get lazy, or I feel undisciplined, or somehow I just screw up, right? But now I've learned to be a lot more forgiving about myself, and that's something that I've learned from not only Gary Vee, but also just some of the people I surround myself with. People screw up. It didn't take a lot of the YouTubers that you see today a year or 2 to build their agency. It took them 2 to 3 years, but they just kind of downplay it and say, I took 3 to 6 months. But as I said in my previous videos, yes, they did, but those 3 months they scaled aggressively, because the time prior to that they were working on themselves, their mindset, optimizing their lifestyle for success. So no one can get it in a matter of months unless you're really well connected or are already a highly experienced serial entrepreneur. So yeah. Number 4, enjoy the journey and be very open-minded to personal transformations. So for example, the way rich people think and the way poor people think is drastically different. Like, I cannot emphasize how much different people like of different calibers think. So the mindset of people who are successful versus who are not, there's absolutely a massive difference, and it's something that you need to achieve as well before you can attain the level of success you want. So that's why I'm saying, be really open-minded to personal transformation. Now, in regards to enjoying the journey, if your goal is to get to six figures, once you reach that goal, you're going to feel really empty on the inside, because now that you've just spent a year, 2 years to hit that point, now you're just like, wow, what do I do with my life? Which is why it's really important. Yes, you set goals. Yes, you set them high, but it's also really important that you enjoy the process of actually achieving those goals, because once you achieve those, you can extend your goals past it, because, you'll have, there'll be no reason to be complacent or stay the same place. And we're back. Sorry, the camera battery died again, but we good to go now. So number 5 is do the important tasks first, because here's the thing, right? A lot of people pick the easy tasks and neglect the hard ones. So the hard ones, examples of the hard ones, at least for me, would be, initially it was cold calling and actually doing the outreach, because, I always thought, oh, I need to learn this and blah, blah. But then turns out I already know enough, because in either a sales environment or something like that, I'm able to talk about running ads and stuff like that very competently already. So it's just like, I was ready to go. It was just more about pushing myself out of the comfort zone to the point where I made it a daily routine thing to actually execute on the outreach side of things. So yeah, do the important tasks, not the easy ones. I'm not gonna lie, here's something that I also learned, is that much of what is taught on YouTube is fluff. And it's time for you to stop consuming and start executing. Gary Vee is ultimately like very right on this. And the thing is, with a lot of people that teach SMMA on YouTube, me not included, by the way, because if you've noticed, the 3 videos last week was just incredible, about outreach, that is. Not saying the first 2 weren't great, but those 3 warmed my heart to make them for myself. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of what is taught on YouTube is fluff. So stop consuming and start executing. Most of you already know enough. If you're struggling with outreach, then just watch my videos last week, the 3 of them, and then you really will have no excuse on why you're not actually doing the outreach, because I just can't stress enough. Like, honestly, outreach, that's all you need to do, and I promise you'll get a client that way, and that's the only way to get a client, because clients don't come to you at first. You're going to have to actively go out there to try to sell your services, and that's what I guess essentially makes the barrier to entry of being a business owner so high, and it's because people aren't willing to push themselves out of their comfort zones and, test different strategies and try to sell their services. Number 7. Help the community and other business owners wherever you can, even if it doesn't benefit you in any way. So whenever someone DMs me for information, advice, whatever, I always try my best to, maybe even jump on a call with them occasionally to help them out with their issue, or just give really detailed responses to any of the questions they have. Because here's the thing, it's like, yes, it doesn't bring me any benefits directly, but the thing is, it's like, I believe in karma personally, but it just builds up good karma. But also, maybe that person's uncle is like a business exec or whatever, and the person asking the question is for their uncle who is doing blah blah. So it's just like, you never know who these people might know. And to be honest, it doesn't hurt you in any way to, maybe take a minute, 2 minutes out of your day to like record a voice note and just send that off. So I always do try my best to reply to every single comment, which is why you should be subscribed and like this video and ask me a question down below, because I will definitely get back to you. And just look at all the comments in my comment section. Every single one has a reply, and every single one, the last person to comment is always going to be me. So yeah, If you guys have any questions, comment them down below and I'll probably even make a video about it. But anyways, yeah. So definitely help out the community and other business owners, maybe not even in the SMMA social media marketing space, but just literally like if an e-commerce store owner asks you, oh, do you think the ad copy for this will convert? Just give them your honest opinion and like, don't charge like a consultation fee on top of that, you know, like that would just be silly. Honestly, just have good intentions, really try to help the community and add value to other people. And I promise you it's going to come back to you tenfold. Number 8. Systems and routines are very key in having a productive workday. What I mean by that is like stuff like waking up at a fixed time every single day, going gym to do some exercise, even if it's just going for a walk or like a 10-minute run, and you know, taking that shower that you have in the mornings. And it's like just systems and routines that you follow religiously. It's going to get you amazing results in the long run, because once you have that routine, because humans are habitual creatures, you're going to be able to stick to it a lot more, and you're just going to be in the right mind frame to put in the work that day. So yeah, systems and routines is something that I didn't really value so much last year, which is why this year, like the work output has been just phenomenal from me, because I've really placed an emphasis on sticking to my routines no matter the situation. So yeah, definitely stick to routine systems and routines. Please do implement routines. Number 9, and last but not least, you need to rest and reward yourself whenever you can, and don't beat yourself up when you fail, because inevitably you're going to have days where you're lazy. You're going to have days where, you know, it's your friend's birthday party and like they want to go clubbing or whatever, or just like there's an event that you want to go and you can't sleep at the normal time, meaning you can't wake up at the normal time. It's okay. Like, make sure to reward and rest up. So for example, every day I like to reward myself with either some food, or, you know, watching an episode of anime, or like a Netflix series or something like that. So yeah, like anything to bring that like little spark of instant gratification. I really do like to sprinkle that throughout my week, but also I take Sundays completely off. So sometimes I would go to the sauna, sometimes I would just go for a longer walk, or go see a friend, or go hang out, I don't know, go out for dinner or something. Like just anything to take your mind off of work and really, really recharge your batteries. And I think that is absolutely crucial, and something that's never really promoted in the YouTube internet entrepreneurship space, just because like everyone's like hustle, 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 work hard, harder, and more. But sometimes you do just need to release the gas a little bit and just, you know, chill out. And it's the same with like meditation, for example. Like you want to be present, you don't want to think too much ahead, you don't want to think too much in the past, which is why it's just like it's really crucial to reward yourself, because then otherwise, you know, if you're working 24/7, then what are you really even working for, if that makes sense? So yeah, those are the 9 things that I've learned from successful agency owners and some of my friends in the space. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that video. If you did, give this video a like, comment any questions about SMMA, entrepreneurship, business, mindset, blah, 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 down below, and I'll be sure to make a video on that or get back to you if it's like something that can be answered really quickly. So yeah, I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video.